Hey guys, what's up? It's ET from Saga, the game that gets people sharing the stories and soundtrack of their lives. I'm here on day 16 of sharing 30 songs and 30 stories in 30 days. If you're just finding out about this, go back and watch the first 15. It's been heaps of fun. And and if you've been hanging along for the whole time, then thank you so much for being a part of this. I really appreciate it. One of the things people have been asking me is what happens if I can't think of a story? And so I want to share with you now one of the optional rules that's included in the game, which is the bullshit rule. And the bullshit rule is basically if you haven't got a story, you can just play any song, search on Spotify or whatever, play a song, and then make a story up. And then you have two options. If nobody calls bullshit, then you can either tell everyone it was bullshit and get a point for fooling them. Or if it's an awesome story and you just want them to believe it, you cannot tell them, but you don't get a point. So it's become a little bit more of a legend in the mind of your fellow players by not telling them, but giving up a point, or bullshit them and fool them and then tell them, and you get a point for that. And when you get points in Song Saga, you get a card that's called a You Rock card. And sorry, I'm just taking one out. And the You Rock cards look like this. You rock. So if you bullshit somebody successfully and get the point, you would get a You Rock card for being awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna pull a card and we'll see what today's song and story is. Stage dive. Stage dive. Stage dive. Oh man, I've never really been like a massive stage diver. Oh, okay, got it. So, so back when I was in university, we were one of the bands that we used to go see a lot was a band called Fishbone. I don't know if any of you guys remember them. We thought they were awesome, and they toured up and down the whole east coast of the U.S. And somehow, I'm not sure how it transpired, but somehow we sort of became friends with the guys in the band. And one time when they were on tour in North Carolina, where I was going to university at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, they came through and were on their kind of tour, and they needed somewhere to stay for the night, and they ended up staying at our house. So like the band came back to our house, and of course, you know, the after party was at our house, and we were getting a little bit crazy and a bit loose. And so even though Fishbone shows could get a little bit crazy, and certainly people were in the mosh pit and jumping around and acting like nutbags, the stage dive that I remember was actually in our house, where because we were playing music and partying with these guys in the band till all the wee hours of the night, we were jumping off their furniture and acting like maniacs. And I distinctly remember climbing up on top of the back of a couch and leaping on top of all my friends in our lounge room, and it didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I'll just leave it at that. So, so yeah, my stage dive story is not at a concert. It's actually was in my living room of my house with my friends and the band Fishbone, who were crashing with us for the night on their tour. And the song, ah man, so many good Fishbone songs, but the one that makes me laugh every time, completely politically incorrect, but arguably their biggest hit, is a song called Ugly. And it goes, UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you're just ugly, ugly. So check out Ugly by Fishbone and think of me falling on my face in my lounge room after jumping off the couch and, you know, have a laugh. Okay, so have you got a stage dive story, or does that card remind you of a moment or a memory or some music that you want to share? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm in the home stretch now on the other side of the halfway mark, so hang in there, and we'll do 14 more cards together. Thanks so much for being a part of it all. And by the way, if this looks like fun and you want to get yourself a copy of the game, you can do that right now. We're on pre-order on Amazon.com in the US, and you can, of course, secure a copy of the game now at song-saga.com. Thanks so much. Bye.